especially like later and then the next day. It is a true back alignment. Even when they're doing your legs and like everything, they do your head, it all hurts. It is so painful. Last time, it was so painful. The guy even said to me, "Are you okay?" Like he could tell I was on the verge of tears. Anyway, there's Jennifer Tilly's review. I think she's going to be back. I think everyone's going to be back. Well, we see Kyle at home with the dogs, Storm, Luna, whatever the other dogs' names are. I think Storm is my favorite. Storm is very cute. And her therapist shows up. She opens up. Everyone is asking, am I going to get divorced and what's going on? And I can't even take it anymore. And we learn a little bit more about Kyle. She is scared to move on because she's scared that Mauricio is going to come home and say, whoops, I sowed my oats. She doesn't even know the way to put it, but I sowed my oats. I've traveled the world. I basically have slept with every girl possible. And guess what? I made a mistake, and I want to be with you. And she doesn't want that to happen. Well, that's just a sad statement in and of itself. Kyle, don't sit around and wait for Mauricio. It is over. He's not going to do that. It's gonna get over. It's over is what I'm saying. So Kyle needs to live, and she is opening up to the therapist, and what she says, yeah, I probably would take Mauricio back. Our therapist is not impressed, and also tells her that Kyle needs to live, and we learn that Kyle is doing some. Mauricio has said, I think these are some big revelations, right? I mean, I don't know why people say, well, she learns that Mauricio said to her, or we learn that I was always afraid to be alone. I always thought I couldn't be alone, but I realized I can. And she's very upset because it's not him saying, I didn't think I could live without you. So that's very telling. And Kyle says, the therapist says you guys don't get into the hard conversations, that you're not expressing your emotions, even though you guys are. So this is, there's a lot going on, right? Anyway, I don't know. She's not sharing Morgan with us. So I have mixed feelings over Kyle, but I feel like she is showing her emotions and we got to give her some credit, right? Now we move on to Bose. I'm so over Keely. I don't know. I don't like him. You know what happens when I get something in my mind. But hey, I'm a flip-flopper, so I could like Keely at any point. We still got to get to all the stuff going on in the real world. Well, listen, I mean, what a boss Bose is. She has everyone over to her house. She has this and that. And I mean, we learned in an earlier episode, I don't remember which episode it was, but I don't think that this fertility doctor lives in lives in LA. So I think she flew this fertility doctor I think she flew her in. So there you go. Wow, wow, wow. Bozy Bose. And what else can I tell you? So we learned that basically you should have, I think they said 40 eggs, like 40 eggs or something, 20 eggs, 20 to 40 eggs, but after 40, you should only have one, two, or even zero. And she has four eggs. So she is in a good situation. This Bose, she's in a good situation. And we feel good for her. I still don't like Keely. I just don't like the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I really don't. What else could I tell you all? Caftans and caviar, it's happening. The gals are getting ready, and Kyle says, it's expensive to be me. And do I look expensive? Caviar Caspia. Love it. Sutton has already now dropped the Porit. It's kind of funny. Look, you guys have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about Sutton too, but I really do listen, we're gonna get into her shade to Dorit. I feel I like I'll just get into it right now. I feel two things about this. I feel that no, it is so low to go. And if you're gonna use money, it is so gauche and it is so disgusting. And you should really, I feel, never ask someone what they make or how much they're worth. I don't think those are appropriate questions. But if you are in a feud with someone and you want to tear them down, and you know you have not just more money, but a lot more money than them. I feel all is fair in love and war. And so I feel all is fair in housewives. Like, again, I don't believe children are off limits or husbands, or I think you sign up for the show. Everything is, as I applied chapstick. I think everything is on limits. But also, I think that this is such, and I do agree with Sutton that Dorit is probably looking at some of the ladies in the group and wishes that, she had a higher tax bill. So I kind of am not as bothered by this as a lot of people are. A lot of people think it's like savage and great. Her calling Dorit poor Reet, I gotta say, it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. So, and by the way, Dorit is not poor in like by any stretch of the word, although I guess if you're in debt and you owe money, I guess you are. So I have mixed feelings about this. Anyway, that is what Sutton is telling us. And Dorit gets in the car to go, and she is with Bose, and she's shocker. Bose is on Dorit's side. I do feel, I have to say, I feel Garcelle is more even keeled and actually can at least hold Sutton up to the fire more than Bose can hold Dorit up to the fire. Look, there's no joke that Garcelle is team Sutton, but I do feel that she is at least fair and will say things like kids shouldn't be involved and why you're doing this and that and the other thing where uh Bose, it's she's not even in this group. She just is clearly team uh Dorit. By the way, Kyle revealed, I don't know, I think in the after show or somewhere that she, or maybe Amazon Live, that she and Bose had a conversation off air when they were on the cast trip, and she went to her room and there was a producer there. And she said, I just want to tell you, I think you are so great for the show, and I'm so glad that you joined the show. So there you go. They had a great conversation off air, and there was a producer there. Of course, that breaks the fourth wall, and they're not going to show it. And Kyle says, I know what's going on. Everybody's ganging up on me, and I know why they're doing it. Well, I don't really know why they're doing it unless she's just implying that it's production. But I don't know what she is implying or why everyone is what she's implying. But she said, everyone's ganging up on me this season. I know exactly why, and I know exactly what's going on. I don't understand what she's implying, unless she's implying it's just production and it's just her turn. But she said that she will be bringing tons of receipts to the reunion to go after Dorit. Um, at the end of the day, I find Dorit and Kyle, they're already okay, and they're going to make up. I don't know what the reunion's going to be, but I'm predicting that Dorit and Kyle are going to come out of the reunion better than they've been all season. And I'm predicting that Sutton and Dorit, it's going to be more fractured than ever. So Bose is on Dorit's side. They're in the car. And Dorit lets us know that there are two Satines. Are we going to get Miss Strat from the South, or are we going to get the evil sister? Well, I mean, we're gonna get the evil sister, but that's a whole nother thing. Jennifer Tilly reminds us that she hopes someone else picks up the bill normally when she goes to our favorite caviar haunt, but today she's picking up the bill.